What's up, everybody? Here I am again working on my R53 Mini Cooper 2002. As you can see, now it's in the garage. Right now, just kind of let you know, so whenever you go through this painful process of putting a starter in, what happened was, you can see the starter back in there. What was happening was the starter, when I gave it power, was running like it was direct current. So I thought the starter was bad. So I took it out, got it tested at 2 different locations, and both times it said the starter was fine. Come to find out, and hopefully this helps some of y'all if you're running into this problem, if your ignition switch, the wires that connect the starter, if they burn up and they stay connected, as soon as it gets powered, it's going to be as if your key is turned on. And as you can see, I'll show you, my key is off, and if I connect power to it, the starter would just start running like a motor. So once I went and did some research on it, the ignition switch is bad. So I had to get with BMW to get another one, for those of you that know the pain of that. Yeah, so that's all the way out in Nashville. So I ordered that. So if I put power to the motor right now, just to the battery, and leave the key like this, you'll hear a winding sound. And I'll even try to place that video. I made a video of that. So just trying to save y'all some trouble on troubleshooting. So if your starter ever runs out like that, and you're not sure, pulling it was a pain in the rear end. Absolutely one of the worst starter jobs I've ever had to do. So just letting y'all know it's doable, but you can do it from the top. A lot of places or a lot of videos that tell you got to pull the manifold. What I did is I did take the manifold bolts out, but I didn't disconnect it down there by the O2 and the flex pipe. I just disconnected it up here so that I could have a little bit of wiggle room, and then took all my reservoirs, and then I pulled it out right there. So pulled it out right where I'm reaching down. Now you got to finagle it a little bit, and you can get the starter out. But if it'll save you a lot of time, going in and coming out is a little bit painful. But I did it with the basic tools, nothing crazy. 10 mil, 15 mil, and you need a super long socket. You will need one of these. Okay, I used 1/2-inch drives, and the way you do this one is if you don't want to waste the time and take your tire off. The only way you're gonna get to the starter is, and you can see my tire still on, down here on the back side when you're under the car, you run that long extension all the way to the starter, which will literally carry, as my camera shows you, all the way to the base of the starter, which is right down there, all the way to the bell housing, all the way over there. So I had to use about 2 of them and that long one. So it cost me like $10 at the auto store, something like that. And then you'll be able to crank it out. And then I did the top bolt from up top here, and then got the starter out up top here. So it is possible. It is, if you're not mechanically inclined, I highly don't recommend you doing it, because then you have to get your car towed somewhere when you can't figure out how to get it back together. So just wanted to throw that out there. I'll keep everybody posted on the progress. You can see I got tools still out and whatnot. So definitely want to have you kind of something to get these rusty bolts done and help them get them out. A couple extensions. You will need a 15. You will need that. A long extension. A 1/4-inch drive, 10 mil. You will need. As you can see, I got my flashlight, because down there it's pretty much like a dark hole. And then I got this beast of a heat lamp over here. So that's about it. Not a undoable job, but it does take a little bit of mechanical understanding. So if you can't, then I highly recommend you take it to your local mechanic. Problem with that is a lot of people, being as it's a Mini made by BMW, they either don't want to touch it or they want to charge you a lot more money. So I've just become a little more independent in my abilities to work on my own car. So there it is. I don't think I showed y'all last time one of the upgrades I did to it. The 17 millimeter or 17% pulley on it. I can't see if you can see the crank drive pulley down there. Oh shoot, no you can't. You can almost see it. See how it says Ultra? Alright, it's 1% if I'm correct. So it scoots real good now. So a new belt on it and everything. So I got some work done. That's my suspension setup. My shocks are actually, as you can see, I'm pretty maxed out, and it sits literally perfect the way I want it to tuck, and I'm almost pretty much maxed out on it. So the wheel setup and everything fit pretty perfect. It turned out real good. If you've seen from my other video when it was kind of just sitting on all four. But you can see the rear, it's a little high now, but it all sits pretty tucked real good. So I got no reason to adjust it any further. I wanted to go down just a little further in the front, but I think I'm just gonna leave it alone. So we'll see. I'll keep you posted on that one also. Thanks everybody. Please don't forget to subscribe, and I will post more videos of my R53 2002 Mini Cooper and the progress of it. If anybody has any ideas on how the heck to fix stuff like this, sorry, it's my top's coming off. So I'm not too good with that kind of stuff. As you can see back there, it's coming off. So trying to figure out something to do about that. But cool. Thank you.